Hi guys, that's Tora here. Tora. Hi. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This is Lolo Ezung and today I'm here and I'm just gonna be sitting and talk about things that I need to get off my chest for quite some time now. Sitting and talking and making a content is much more difficult than taking a cooking video or any other kind of activities that we do. So yes, this is something that I have been doing, but every time I get to sit and talk with you guys, I get this anxiety of what I should be saying and what I shouldn't be saying. So this is quite a task for me. Even to this state, I'm here because I wanted to share some of the things and some of the things that I need to share you, and some of them are good news, at the same time bad news. But here today I'm first gonna start with the bad news first, because at the end of this video I want to end with a good note, that is the good news. So let's start with the bad news first. The first bad news I have for you is that I've been working for the past 3 months for one content, that is how to grow potatoes, and the process involved in growing those potatoes and when to harvest them. It got me into traumatized me when I found out that the videos are no more, because I've been working, and not just me, but I've involved my in-law and my niece and nephews were also there, and we were all working so hard for that. And when I finally thought everything is alright now and I'll have to Marnie, she just woke up from a deep sleep. Marnie, Dojila. Ai video sang landa. Hi guys, this is Lala. Dani jatuh. Nah. Anti la ni tin joy. So guys, welcome back again, and that was another distraction. So I have been making this video since this noon, and I was getting a lot of distraction in the noon time. The sound that comes out from the neighbors, and the dogs barking, the kids crying, and the niece and nephew coming and distracting me every time I take video. So this is going to be my 6 to 7 attempt making this video. So guys, know that every YouTubers go through this kind of phases when they make any kind of content. So be very careful of what you lay down. Because the thoughts that you lay down can be very reasonable, but at the same time, opening up itself is a very big thing in a social media, and we as a content creator will expect our viewers to be sensible enough. Keeping that in mind, we are also being sensible to what kind of content we create. So please excuse me for that, and let's go back to my topic where I was talking about this growing of potatoes. So guys, the process of growing any kind of plants or any kind of crops that you grow or any kind of things that you do, it involves a lot of hard work and patience. And I've been waiting patiently for the potatoes to grow, to develop, and then finally harvest. And I have been keeping those files in my other phone, because my phone storage wasn't enough for them to keep it. So I've been using extra phone to keep all those videos in that extra phone. And the thing that happened was, I don't know who deleted it, because if it was deleted it would have been in the trash, but it is not there in the trash bin as well. And I've also tried and checked it in the computer, but it is no more. Something have gone wrong. I was really stressed out knowing that it is not there anymore, because this is the longest time where I have put my effort and put my energy, my sweat in it, and it is no more. But the one thing that I learned from this is that we all go through things, and I think it is through the experiences that we face, through the difficulties that we face, we get to learn. And I also get to learn that I should be very careful enough. And now the next time I am going to be very careful of where I should be saving it, so there won't be any kind of problem in the next time. But anyhow, I still have the last few clips, so at the end of this video I'm gonna show you that one, because we have also sowed some few corns, because we do mix farming. When we harvest the potatoes, we also put the corn, so that crop rotation type. The next harvest is corn, which I have also weeded out in the last few days, and I've also posted that in my Instagram. So for those of you following me in my Instagram almost know that what kind of issues that I go through, because I always post them there. If you haven't followed me yet, then you can also follow me on Instagram to get the latest update, because YouTube is such that you have to edit, you have to come up with this content, then you have to collect everything, go for editing, so it takes time. But at the same time, Instagram is all about instant, and we can always post what we are doing right now. So if you haven't followed me, or if you want to check me out on what kind of videos that I'll be working on, you can always follow me and get the updates from the Instagram. The second thing that I wanted to talk about is mental issues and the mental health. So the most that I was affected was anxiety when I learned that the video was no more. And it's not just me, the world itself is going through this huge pandemic, and everybody is going through something or the other. And I also got to learn from some of my friends that they have been quarantined in one place. Those people who have come from the outside have been quarantined in one place, and they are also going through a lot of anxiety and stress right now because of the situation that is going on. And they have come here with the hope that they will get to be with their families, but instead they are kept in a center where they are being observed. And I know it is very important to be kept in those areas, and I don't know what to say in this kind of situation, because we all want to be safe at the same time. But my message to all my friends staying in the quarantine center, I pray that none of you get infected, because if any one of you is infected, then it is very easy to get infected, because a virus is such that it can be spread through a little drops of that sputum that comes out of your mouth, or that comes out of your urine. And being in a center, so many people are using the same bathroom, so that is quite very unsafe at the same time. I hope and pray that you all will be safe and sound and come home, be with your family once again. And about my issue, what I wanted to say was social media itself is causing a lot of anxiety. Reasonable amount of anxiety is good for you, good for people, because it helps you change and helps you realize, and it helps you do appropriate things. But having no anxiety at all, or too much of anxiety, can put you in a position where you're not supposed to be, and you tend to behave not in your best interest. So that can be very difficult. And for me, whenever I get anxiety, or whenever I get a panic attack because of that situation, any kind of situation that comes, what I do is do some cleaning chores. And cleaning is the remedy for me. And for those of you who are going through all this thing, I think this can be really helpful to you as well. Some people might call it as OCD when you start cleaning, when you get anxiety, but that's not how it. But I feel like when you do that, it is keeping your mind busy, and it is keeping your head busy from getting those thoughts in your mind, those negativity in your mind. So I think that it is very important to keep your mind busy during this time of anxiety and during this time of stress. So that's my pro tips on my anxiety and how to deal that. And the third thing that I want to talk about is YouTube and earnings. This is the most asked questions on my DMs and from my friends and even my relatives. So I wanted to talk about this one as well. Obviously, guys, you all are worried about the earnings, and it's not worrying, but Like, it's just getting to know about how YouTubers earn. So for me, I have already told you guys that YouTube is such that you get to earn only when you get sponsors from different person. It is not that easy, and all the YouTubers who create videos knows this. But then for people watching, I want to tell you this: it is not very easy to earn money through YouTube. And I've been working for almost 7 months now, and I've got more than 60 plus videos. But my monetization started only by the month of January, I guess, and I just recently linked it to my account. I have also reached the threshold where that is $100 the revenue, but I have still not got any confirmation, because I've asked from some of my friends that how do we receive the amount, and it seems like we need to get a code or in mail from the YouTube, which I have not received that mail. And the money, I have not received anything from YouTube still, but I'm doing it out of my interest, and for sure in some years I will be successful in this. I've always said this. I'm saying it once again. I am doing it out of my interest. Now that people are also interested in this, I'm also getting sponsors, a few sponsors from some of my family members or some companies, but that is not enough for me. That is not enough. And for those people who are thinking to come in YouTube and earn money, and I think that is not gonna help. I'm being very honest and open about this, because not many of us know what YouTube actually works. So YouTube works only when there are sponsors from the outside, and I have also been receiving some kind of, not actually sponsors, but collaboration type, where I work with them and they also paying me. My earning is not even 4 digit, I would say, and even that I have not received it. I cannot even say that I'm earning through YouTube, and it is really difficult for me, because asking money from your parents when you are already 20 plus is quite very embarrassing for me as well. And I have thought about it, what I should be doing next, and I am gonna share that with you. That is my fourth thing, that is the good news which I have for you, which is I've been into teaching now, and thanks to this situation, because this situation is keeping me busy and I have been creating a lot of contents out of that is keeping me sane throughout this lockdown. The teaching job which I wanted to share, yes, I was contacted by the previous institution from where I was working, and they wanted me to work with them, and I'm so glad that I was offered this job of teaching in that institution, and I wouldn't be mentioning that. You'll get to know soon. If you have watched my previous video, you will know which institution I was working, so you'll get to know that. Obviously I'll be sharing videos even with my staffs and all, so yeah, one day or the other you're gonna find out. So let's keep it simple, and I'm so glad to be working with them, and hopefully as they have approached me with confidence, I hope that I will be able to give my best in this. Thanks to my institution for offering me this job. And another point which I want to be saying is being realistic. So being realistic, I would like to say that me as a person, I am a very open-minded and not gonna keep quiet. If there is anything wrong happening around me, I'm not just gonna sit quiet and look them. I'm someone who speaks out and tells them. I'm that person, and given this platform, I would also want to say this, especially with this things going on. I know there is a lot of negative coming from here and there, and not much negative has been come to me till then. I would like to talk about the videos which I make and I will be making in future. My inspiration came from this YouTuber which you all know already, that is Lizzie Q, where she does this cooking and the village lifestyle. I was very much inspired by her, but doesn't mean that I will live a lifestyle like her. If I try to be like her, then that's not me at all. We are all here in a modern lifestyle, and living a lifestyle like her is not achievable, and it is a fairy tale indeed. And she have all the luxury that she needs in her own garden. If she is doing in her own way, that's well and fine, good for her. But being realistic, I want to say this: I cannot just be staying in the village life and tries to be like her, get all the equipments, which is not possible because of the opportunities that we have living in a village and settled there, and then feed her grandma. That's not me. So comparing me to her would be a very unrealistic thing. I am this modern girl who likes to try new things in life, and I think that everybody should be trying new things in life unless it is harmful for you or it is too bad for you, because learning is a new thing and change is evolution. And for me, I'm always into the new updates or the new things, and I would always want to evolve and not stick to the old lifestyle. Obviously, we are all going back to the era where we should be learning, and yes, we need to learn those things, equip those things, but doesn't mean we should be lacking on what the future generation holds for us. We have so many things to incorporate, and we can always incorporate both the old lifestyle and the modern lifestyle so that it would function well. Or else living a lifestyle like her where we use only firewood wouldn't be very much applicable in our present life now. So let's be all realistic, and the expectation that you have for me is very high. I know that, and I can see that from your comments that I'm getting. My only appeal to you is that if you can accept me the way I am, because I'm sometimes crazy. You might be wondering about, oh, I knew her as someone who is always cooking. Why is she dancing when I talk about this? So for me as a girl, I have always loved dancing. Because of this lockdown got me into my old dancing habit, and I started dancing. Okay, and this funny thing that happened was, some of you guys, it all came out of your concern, but when I started posting about my TikTok dances, people were quite in shock because of me dancing. It can be because I had my own humble beginning, but then I don't always want to be on my comfort zone. I want to be open up and try new things at the same time. TikTok is such a very good app, and you can always dance, you can always show your skill. It's not just about dancing. If you're a very good artist, then that helps you draw even much more better, because you can use all kind of effects there. And if you're a comedian, you can always go there and have fun. So I think this lockdown have put my interest more even on dancing. And for those people, if you are new and didn't know me, then yes, I also love dancing, and you shouldn't be surprised when I start dancing in my next video or in my Instagram page. Okay, that is all about it. And the next thing that I will be talking about is the giveaway announcement. I've already announced it in my Instagram page and also in my YouTube stories. But for those of you who are waiting for the giveaway announcement, I wanted to announce that for you as well. This announcement was based purely on random pick. The first giveaway winner goes to Ketonino Gekruno. This is Shopini Lolo Ezung. There are going to be 2 winners. So the giveaway hampers are still on the way, and that is the reason why I have not given away the hampers. But very soon it will reach to you, and you're going to get the hampers soon. Congratulations to both of you for taking part, and for those people who have taken part in the giveaway contest, I really appreciate those people who have learned the 10 commandments, and also I believe that you have all learned something out of that and will keep that in mind and will put that into practice as well. And the last thing, final thing that I want to say is the projects. So some of the things that I have been privileged is that I have been getting some projects from different places, but it's still not open to all, but just wanted to let you know that yes, things are getting better and things are working now. And I also hope to get more sponsors in the future, because being a struggling YouTuber, it is very hard to go on your own, and then YouTube money is not helping at all for sure. And this I want to let you all know, because I also saw one video where my earning was more than like 35 or something lakhs, which is not true at all. I've not even earned 2% of that amount which they have mentioned. It might be different for others, but for me, I have not earned, and YouTubers earn only when you watch the ads. So guys, if you want me to earn, then please watch the ads. Don't skip the ads as well. If you enjoy my contents, then I would really appreciate if you don't skip the ads, because that's how all the YouTubers earn, and that's how I earn. And then even the ads revenue are very less in India, because most of my watchers are from India and it is very less. And if you skip that on top of it, then I'm getting zero amount. As long as I don't get sponsors, I am not earning anything. So I hope in the future there will be more sponsors. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support till now, and I definitely need all your love and support even in future. Continue to keep supporting. Guys, I'll be uploading the potatoes farming last video, which I have it in mind, and I hope you enjoyed this video as well, even though it's just the last part of the video. Guys, we have already harvested the potatoes. We still have this corn here where we will be harvesting. Hey, what's up? Eating? 너 또 달란데 너? 그. 눈이 달라진다. This is sugar cane, Jala. Sugar.
This is sugar cane. So sweet.
Hello.
Jello.
Here is the potatoes again. And then this one we will be feeding our pigs, the leaves. Hey guys, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I know our harvest is very less, but we had so much fun. We had our families involved, and then during this time of quarantine we have harvested, and we are so happy.
Wow!